Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are in light of the new moon in Taurus, welcoming the new week. We are so grateful for, yes, the moon is in Taurus. We are in Taurus season. Taurus is a sign that is ruled by Venus. Taurus speaks to big Empress energy. This is the card that I pulled out today for my full moon reading. New moon reading. I like to do a new moon reading each cycle so that I'm getting an understanding of what the cycle is going to bring. And this cycle, this is one of the energies that came about. And this is Taurus energy all the way. Taurus rules beauty. Taurus rules sensuality. Taurus rules the vibes. So not only the outside aesthetics and beauty, but also here's lemonade. What you put in your body also simulates your beauty as well. So what you eat. But also Taurus is just a sign that's just greedy. So they just like food in general. So it doesn't necessarily have to be what is healthy for us, but just what feels good. Because that can be the negative side of this energy is vanity or greed, too much into our looks, not really into the depths of life or the depths of others. You know, if that person looks good, I'm fucking with them. If that person does not look good, I'm not rocking with them, because you see how pretty I am. So that's like somewhat of a vanity type energy. But yeah, Taurus energy on the brighter side, like I said, is sensuality. Think of the five senses. So Taurus will like things that smell good, candles, incense. Taurus will like things that taste good, chocolate cake, fruits. Taurus will like things that look good, you know, going to a show, going, you know, watching a movie, or you getting yourself dressed, actually looking good, and being around things that look good, right? The beauty within our homes, the beauty around the people that we are with, the beauty around the places that we frequent. And then here, we'll be hearing, so rules music as well. It rules the vocal cords, so speaking, but also, yeah, what we hear, because first you have to sing, you record it, and now we can hear that music. So Taurus rules, a lot of Taurus energy signifies singers, people who have soft, sweet voices. Yeah, so hearing, maybe listening to music, listening to sounds of nature. Yeah, like right now, as you guys can hear in the background, I have the waterfall going. And that's something very Taurus-like, just listening to the sounds. Yes, and then we have sound and feeling. So what feels good. So maybe our skin being soft, maybe being on a bed with a nice, furry, comfy blanket. That's Taurus energy for you. So it's like the vibes. They're very possessive. So having these things that make us feel good, food, makeup, or people that are pretty, sometimes that makes us very possessive, right? We don't want to share. We become greedy. We become very stubborn with our ways, and they're ruled by fixed signs. So yeah, that's a very trait that you'll probably always hear about Taurus, but they're very stubborn. Think about having, like, you make a certain amount of money, just accumulated. You're not really trying to give that up. You're trying to hold on to that so that you can see your fruits blossom. Taurus rules the mid of the season, all fixed signs too. So it's like at the beginning of the season, you're planting your seeds, and then in the mid-season, you're waiting for it to grow. And as you're waiting for it to grow, you kind of have to be stubborn, because if you change the way you're feeding it, or automatically, you know, already had a way that you were going about it and it grew already 2 inches, and then you kind of change that, you're kind of changing the growth, changing the outcome. So Taurus rules that, like, that stable energy of really wanting to watch your plants or fruits of your labor really grow, because Taurus is also ruled by earth, so it's very material. They like to accumulate things, especially things that are tangible, things that you can see. Yeah, that's Taurus energy. The vibes and Empress energy speaks a lot about Taurus energy. It was funny and interesting how I pulled it out. I'm speaking of this because I like to do a reading every new moon, full moon cycle, and in my readings I like to use different spreads, and the spreads that I realize have really worked for me is the one where a few of them have, but one of my favorite ones is the one where you are, I feel like it covers everything. That's one of the reasons why it's my favorite spread to use, because I feel like it covers the questions that I usually ask for. As I'm usually, you know, shuffling the cards and giving my things and setting my intentions, I always have, like, I kind of want to know what is the energy to come forth during this cycle, what to expect. But as I'm shuffling, also what comes up is, like, I want to know what kind of, as I go through the cycle, like, what kind of things I'm going to face that's going to be hard. What kind of things I'm going to face that's going to be, you know, just the regular, like, what kind of things are going to be challenges, and what kind of things are going to be that are going to assist me during this cycle. So yeah, I want to know about the cycle, the forecast, what's to come forth, and what kind of energies are that might play out, so I can have an idea, some insight on what's to come forth. Also, that challenge, and also that push. So with that being said, I like to just pull 3 cards. You know, sometimes pull a little bit more, but 3 for now. That gives us a general forecast, a general reading of what the cards will be. And then I will pull a challenging card and a card that will assist with this journey. And then as well, I'll pull out an outcome card. So as I have the forecast, I do the forecast, then there's an outcome of this forecast, outcome of me actually putting out this energy, what is going to unfold. And then I like to know the challenges within the cycle, and maybe something, an energy that I can really hone into and know that this energy and this reminder is here to assist me. Like today, for an example, the card to assist me is self-sabotage. And when you think about it, it's like self-sabotage, that's kind of like an oxymoron. How is self-sabotage helping me for this journey? Not this journey, helping me during the cycle. You know, this journey, but yeah, helping me during the cycle. And you kind of look at it as like, if you have self-sabotaging energies, so energies that you know within yourself, that as you go, what are energies that usually that pop up on your day-to-day or your week to week, that you know, like, hey, I need to stop this. Spirit has told me to stop continuing this energy, because this is what is holding me back. I eat 2 cakes a week, but I always hit that 3rd. I'm feeling sluggish. I don't want to work no more. I don't want to, you know, garden my plant no more. I don't want to read that book no more. I just want to sleep. So we got to think about what ways in this cycle, not we, but in this cycle, what Spirit was hinting to me is that I have to be cautious and just be aware that during this cycle, what can assist me is being aware of energies that I know self-sabotage. And it takes a real, like, I'm always like introspect, I don't know if that's the right word, but always like reviewing my behaviors, reviewing damn, last week I did that. That kind of ruined my energy. Last week I said that to that person. That kind of made me not have this deal. So you got to figure out what energies, and that takes time, especially those if you're not really one who like reflects. Then you might be a little harder for you to dig into what sabotages you. But if you are a person who reflects, it was kind of easy for me to pinpoint what Spirit was telling me. But as I throw that out there, that was just to give you a little bit of information on the spreads I use. But also another spread I like to use is past, present, and future. So that's just depending on the reading that I'm doing or what kind of answers I'm looking for. Very simple. First card is what's happening in the present. Second card is what's happening in the past, you know. And another card will be what's happening in the future. Or you can do a yes, no. Yeah, but those are just some of the ones that I like to use, especially the first one. That's definitely my favorite. But yeah, just to throw that out there, just to give you guys some treats before you guys get on out of here, a way to reflect, or to get started if you have not gotten started yet with going in the inside. A way to do that if you feel like, hey, I don't really like what I said earlier with the self-sabotage. I'm able to know what areas, because what areas I'm self-sabotaging myself in is because I'm able to do these practices, and these have helped. So one of them is at nighttime. I don't do this one as much, if I'm just being honest, but in the morning I definitely do this. So in the morning and the nighttime, you kind of are just meditating. You kind of are just like you're meditating so you can kind of get into the right mind frame so when you can go to sleep. Because when we go to sleep, I don't know if you're like me, have ADHD, at least in the mental, you have a lot of things going on. Oh, I should have did this. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I want to do this tomorrow. And when you focus in on putting your mind, and you do it as a practice, and the practice is you reflecting on your day, what, on your day, like, what you didn't do, like or like your manifestations, like, hey Spirit, you could even say that, hey Spirit, or whatever guys that you are connected to, what energy did I did not like it's like a reflecting, like whatever is missing, you can kind of ask Spirit to kind of guide you on that. Or just sitting with yourself, the answers will come. So it's kind of like meditation. That's what I'm looking at. And in the morning, I like to do this as well. So in the morning and the nighttime, because that's how you end your day. You have that certain mindset. And then when you start out your day, you have the same mindset of really going inside. And this more that you realize that you do it, the more you will see that you are going to remember what is going to start really being obvious. Being obvious that these are the areas in which you need to work on, or what the guiding is, whatever it is, because it doesn't have to always be self-sabotaging. It could be like, hey, these cycles you keep going into, you keep doing this, you keep going into these cycles because, hey, you're not doing this, you're not paying attention to this. It's just really paying attention and really sitting with yourself. So important, sitting with yourself, taking time out the day, because life is crazy. We got this, we got that going on. Taking time out the day, especially, like I said, ideally in the morning and night, making a practice out of it, and you're just really you're you're checking in. Basically, that's the word. You're checking in with yourself. What is missing? What I need to work on? What I need to get better at? You know? So meditating, even you can meditate on things you're trying to manifest, but this video is really just for us to understand what things are, you know, hindering us or blocking us. It is the full moon, it is the new moon. I always say full moon, but it's new moon. So yeah, I hope you guys are able to utilize this energy to get a real taste of this Taurus energy. You utilize it to your greatest advantage and your highest good. And yes, I hope you guys have a great and pleasant week, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Peace.